Madam President, Madam Toastmaster, fellow members and guests, thank you very much for listening to me this evening. I'm going to share a little bit about me by talking about some of the communities that have shaped me and what I do. I suppose the paradigm shift for me this evening is talking about I usually speak in public representing an organisation and talking in that vein and not ever bringing myself to the floor, so this is a new thing for me. Okay, I want to start by sharing with you where I grew up and the community I grew up in. I grew up in a church family. My father's a priest, and so the community I remember first is the parish community. Parishioners coming to the door, knocking on that door and asking for things, coming in and being part of our extended family. I recollect having hard-working families, often hard up, coming and sharing meals with us, coming to speak with us, coming and doing that bring and share thing where you bring what you've got left in the cupboard and we'll provide the rest. That kind of community. I remember people coming and just borrowing the 20p for the public phone across the road. I remember people coming with a huge argument and saying, what on earth are we going to do? Can you give us a second opinion? I remember people turning up, strangers, new to the community, new to the area, never seen before, in need of something to eat. Sitting and eating with them, having a cheese sandwich. Cheese sandwiches were always our answer in our household. And also spending time having cups of teas, often having cups of tea. I still miss those people. I still expect strangers at my door, and I don't get anywhere near enough. I know I'm rare in that fact, but I really, really miss it. As I grew up and I finished my education, I moved elsewhere. I went out and I lived by the seaside. I love the sea. I was in an area of outstanding beauty, and each evening I would stand and I would look out over the ocean, and I'd look to the horizon and I'd just wonder at the beauty. And I would love that place, and I can still picture it now. I can smell the sea air, and I can feel the breeze blowing past. The community there, behind me as I looked out to the sea, was a very poor community. The buildings were worn out, tired, dilapidated. There were many people who were lonely, isolated. And the people that I met were older people, were many of them people with particular mental needs, mental health needs, and a number of people who were new asylum seekers to the community. And my job there was to develop neighbourhood renewal, to look at new housing, new buildings, new community spaces, and to go out and fundraise. I went out to Brussels and chased the money to see how we could regenerate that area. Then I met my husband-to-be. I moved once more. And now I was in the city, in the most diverse place in the country. Over 200 languages spoken in the schools in that area. I met people from every walk of life, every cultural background you can imagine. I'm sure there are a few more I've yet to meet, but it was great to meet these people. It was great to understand what it was that was important to them and their family. And my job there was to develop strategy for that area, to work with the public, private and voluntary sector organisations and understand how we could spend public money effectively. That was my job, that was my passion. And I had the opportunity, I was very fortunate, to sit on a big pot of money that I could hand out to charities who had a clue about what might be needed, as opposed to some of us who were sat in an office elsewhere. And I learned most by going out and meeting those people and being within the community. Then I talk about home and where I am now. I work in a community centre and I deliver intergenerational activities. I care for children, including my own. I educate them. And I go out and I help run the cafe there. And I feed the new mums. Every time we have a new baby, we go out and give them a week's meals between us on a rota. We have lots of new babies in our community. My child, who's 2, was one of 10. And so I finish finish with a quote about what it is it means to me to meet these different communities. There is no vulnerability without risk. There is no community without vulnerability. And there can be no peace and ultimately no life without community. Madam Toastmaster.